The co-chair of the Bend Tea Party goes to the first national convention in Nashville, Tennessee. I'm Dave Adams. This is Take 5. Lucy Brackett talks to KBND's Kelly Blyer.
Tell me about the weekend-long Tea Party convention. Was it everything you expected?
It was everything and more. It was absolutely fantastic. Every speaker, bar none, was excellent. It was definitely worth the trip.
Who did you hear? Who was your favorite, first of all?
I would say Angela McGlowan of Fox News, Mark Skoda of the Memphis Tea Party. He's the chair there. I'd say another one was Rick Scarborough of Texas. And I'd say easy fourth, way up there too, would be actually she was tops, easily, Sarah Palin. And they were all excellent, but as I expected, she hit it out of the ballpark.
What did she say that really resonated with you?
That this Tea Part is truly, and I already knew this, a grassroots movement. We don't need a leader. We don't need to align ourselves, beholden to any particular political party. And this is about people from all walks of life, all ages. And what we share is a basic belief in our country and its foundations, and how, as a country, we can work together regardless of party, but we need to get back to our constitutional principles. Our first principles is what Mr. Skoda of Memphis often calls them, but back to our roots, and we need to in no way think that this is just something that's just going to die out anytime soon, that the movement really, and the momentum is here. This year, 2010, being an election year, the momentum is there, and we really need to run with it. And I would say, speaking for quite a few people I spoke, both organizers and people fairly new to the movement, that is the intention of everyone.
And when I was talking with John Carrig, he didn't choose to go, and he says the part of the problem is this is a grassroots organization, and everyone has a different agenda. They're anti-establishment, so that contributes to problems in organizing because you're anti-establishment.
Well, I would say we're pro-Constitution first and foremost, which is not an anti-position, but a belief in those framers of our Constitution, those first generations of Americans that put so much on the line in the advancement of freedom and free enterprise and taking care of one another and so on.
So what happens now? This is your first convention. What's the next step?
Well, the next step is, at the grassroots level again, is to be really working within our communities and our counties and our state, working across the variety of organizations that are on board and working towards the elections of this year, which means not as many rallies and that sort of thing, but more organization, more networking, and building coalitions in our respective regions and states. And so we work with Project 912 folks, Patriotic Resistance, Americans for Prosperity, the various Tea Parties, and so on.
What did you take away the most from at the end of the weekend? Okay,
well, the big shot in the arm is there were very qualified people who are helping me, and this is all being done on a webinar with an area that a lot of us in leadership roles, not all of us have experience with the technology of the movement. And it's not just our movement, it's a lot, like Obama and a lot of other organizations have used a lot of on-the-ground technology, and that's an area that I knew that I needed help. And so there were two particular speakers who have lended their services. They will be on webinar. They will be helping us use a lot of different things online that will not just enhance our websites, but we can further educate ourselves and also the people within our respective organizations. And then the other thing that I took away from it is we now have 5 different alliances in the United States broken up by region. And for about 5 states up here in our corner of the country, we now have the Northwest Tea Party Alliance. So we will be working not just within our states, but across state lines in our part of the country.
Bend Tea Party co-chair Lucy Brackett talking to KBND's Kelly Blyer. I'm Dave Adams. Take 5 is a production of 1110 KBND Radio News. Depend on us.